We all know big people, but can you visualize a real-life giant? I don't mean one from fiction, I mean one that walks among us today. Believe it or not, there are many of these gigantic, real people out there. Some are large in width, some are large in height, and some are large in both. From the Korean Hulk, to a grandpa who challenges anyone to wrestle him. The Pakistani Hulk. You may think the Incredible Hulk only exists on our screens. Well then you clearly have not heard of Arbab Kaiser Hayat. This man from Palestine is only 28 years old, but in Mardan, Pakistan where he's from, he's very famous. He towers over everyone in his village. His height is 6 feet and 6 inches. He also weighs a massive 70 stone or 980 pounds. To maintain his massive size, he consumes more than 10,000 calories every day. He's also rejected more than 300 brides. This is because he refuses to date any woman under 16 stone. His diet includes eating 36 eggs for breakfast every day. Recently, his TikToks have made him a global phenomena. He also challenges anyone in the world to wrestle him, saying that he will win. Judging by his size, I believe him. Hayat says that his parents want him to get married and have children, but sadly he's not found the right match for himself just yet. Every single day he eats 3 kilograms of meat. He also constantly eats bowls of rice and bread, and washes it all down with 5 liters of milk. He's so strong he can literally pull tractors as they're trying to drive away from him. He's already very famous where he's from in Pakistan, but he says he does not want to stop there and wants to become a world star. Seeing as he looks so extraordinary, I'm sure this won't be hard. But I'm not sure that bulking this much is healthy. However, Hayat insists he has no health problems whatsoever. Real life Master Roshi. If you've ever watched Dragon Ball, you'll know Master Roshi. He's an old man who's incredibly strong with amazing muscles. You may think this could not exist in real life though. After all, most old people you see are pretty weak and decrepit. Well then, you've not met the 67-year-old who goes by the name Crazy Drummer. A few years ago, this man posted his physique on Reddit. He posted his ripped body with the caption 60 plus years old. Because of his large beard, some people called him Buff Santa Claus. He gave people some extreme motivation, saying that it's never too late to get a buff body. As soon as he posted this, he became known as the real-life Master Roshi from Dragon Ball. Not only does he have an impressive physique, but he also has a big beard and thick-rimmed glasses, just like the character. Did you know the oldest bodybuilder in the world is named Raymond Moon? He was 90 years old until he finally passed on in early 2020, but he had a ripped physique right up until his last days. The Iranian Hulk. It may seem like every country has their very own Hulk, but Sajjad Gharibi is like no other. He's only 28 years old, but looks gigantic. He weighs 390 pounds. And his height is 6 feet and 2 inches. He began as a bodybuilder, but in 2019 moved into MMA. Other people have nicknamed him the Persian Hercules. He went viral for his Instagram posts of his gigantic physique. He enjoys showing off his muscles and gigantic things he can lift, and also the size of his hands compared to regular objects, for example cans of drink. As if this guy wasn't impressive already, he also went to Syria to battle IS. Despite his size, Gharibi says he does this all naturally. He claims he uses no steroids or performance enhancers. He's famous for being able to dumbbell curl 50 kilograms in each hand. When he was first getting famous, many believed that the images of him were fake. But in videos, he later showed that he is totally real. This guy really does seem like a modern day giant, and some even say he may have DNA of Cro-Magnons. These were ancient giants that lived thousands of years ago. The Korean Hulk. Jae Young-ha is not as famous as the other gigantic men on this list, but he is just as impressive. He was born in South Korea, but now lives in Moscow, Russia. He is a professional arm wrestler. This is not surprising, seeing as his biceps are a massive 56 centimeters. He recently went viral on Instagram. This was not only for his physique, but also his very luxurious lifestyle. He can be seen flying on private jets, posing with expensive watches, and also hanging out with celebrities. He even has a $20,000 phone. Judging by his physique, he would not fit in a regular plane seat, so maybe that's why he flies private. According to sources, his dad is an investment banker, which may be the source of his wealth. But now that he's becoming a global celebrity, maybe that will also help him gain even more money. His Instagram is incredibly impressive, but I just feel sorry for that donkey. The Mountain. This man is named Hafþór Julius Bjornsson, but you may know him better as The Mountain. He was in various seasons of the show Game of Thrones, but his massive size was not special effects. He weighs 400 pounds and stands 6 feet 9 inches tall. This Icelandic giant used to be a basketball player before becoming an actor. He was going to be a pro basketball player, but a knee injury ended his dreams. But he did not let that stop him. He became a strong man and then a famous actor. Right now he's so strong he can deadlift 990 pounds. Ukrainian Hulk. Denis Syplenkov is better known as the Ukrainian Hulk. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, and he weighs a massive 308 pounds. He's known for his gigantic biceps, which measure 25 inches. He began training from a very young age and later became a professional arm wrestler. As you can see, his hands are gigantic compared to a normal human. His wrist is gigantic at 9.5 inches thick. It's safe to say Denis could beat anyone in an arm wrestling contest. North Korean Giant. In 2011, the North Korean leader Kim Jong-il passed away. Photos of his funeral released by North Korea were normal. But when the press got a hold of the unedited versions, they noticed something strange. There appeared to be a massive North Korean giant soldier at the ceremony. At first, some thought this was a giant the North Korean army had made. But it was later found out this is Ri Myung-han. He is North Korea's most famous basketball star. He stands 7 feet and 8.5 inches tall. Russian Popeye. In 2019, Kirill Tereshin from Russia took to the headlines. This was because he had to have surgery on his gigantic biceps. He had injected synthol into his arms to get bigger biceps. This led to him being nicknamed the Russian Popeye. He had to have the synthol oil removed from his arms. Otherwise, he would have had to have them amputated. Even though he's had lots of the synthol taken out of his arms, he's still gigantic. And he maintains a large Instagram following where he posts updates on his physique. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below which was the most amazing huge man on this list. If you want some more amazing videos, then check out my second channel. But as always, thanks for watching. There are some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.